Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. I've barely just woken up. I've barely got a cup of coffee in me, and I figured, what the hey. So I hopped on to World of Tanks, and lo and behold, one of the German super heavies that well, I really can't call it a super heavy, but it's a German heavy tank that I've been wanting to add to my collection, went up on sale today. Unfortunately, it's not the E75 Whaling, which is the one that I actually want, but I did manage to snag myself this. That's right, managed to snag myself a E75 TS. This is an assault tank. Yeah, it's a breakthrough heavy tank. So I managed to snag myself one of these little bad boys, and I figured, what the hey? I mean, my crew is there. It's there. But what I'm going to do is probably take my crew out of my E77, which is from my E75, I might add, and put them into this tank for this review. Or I might take my Tiger Mouse crew, again, that being Frost, they're all duckies, so I'm not sure yet what crew I'm going to put into it, but I want to go over the tank itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go heavies. So here we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare it to some of the other alternate heavy selections that you can choose from at this tier. So it's tier 8. So we're just going to go no tier 10s, no boop, boop, and boop. Okay, so you really do have quite a lot to pick from. Tech tree wise, you've got the Tiger 2, a good tank, a good overall good heavy tank. Despite the fact it has been nerfed several times in the past. Let me just move this mic down a little bit. Despite the fact that it has been nerfed in previous patches and tweaked with and messed around with, we've also got the VK1000. Again, this tank, even with the engine upgrades and a turbocharger, is still too slow for current World of Tanks in 2026. And Wargaming, I'm sorry, but you really do need to take a look at the VK series of tank. Either you help take care of some of the glaring weak spots, I'm not going to point them out, you'll have to learn that in the battlefield, or give it a speed boost, just like what you did with the T95, just like what you did with certain other super heavy vehicles. And then of course you've got the VK series. This leads on to the Panzer 7. So if you take a quick look at the tech tree, this leads on, there you go, so you've got the VK45 here, which leads into the 45-2B, which is the reverse turret version. As you can see, really good side scraper. I'm not going to lie, this thing on a city map, on an urban map, is amazing. You angle slightly, like so, and you just cover up your cupola with your gun after you've shot. This thing is a beast. Side scraping, it is a literal beast. But the problem is there's not that many maps that will allow you to side scrape. If you go to an open map, you're gonna have to find a spot to go hold down and pray that there's no artillery. If there is artillery, rip and pepperoni. Which then will lead on to the Panzer 7. Now this thing is an absolute monster. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is an absolute monster. Frontally, it is an absolute monster. We can take a look at its armor profile and you'll see what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. 230 flat on, 300 flat on, 240 flat on. So if you angle it, take a look at that. 300, 300, 230, 230. Even most old school glaring weak spots, which always used to be the machine gun ports on German tanks. Nope. Nope. Yeah, and this is the thing. If this tank is in a good hold down position, and bear in mind this is a specific turret used on certain tank designs, it does have some weak spots, which does prevent you from side scraping, unfortunately. But this thing can pop around a corner. High chance it's going to bounce and then pop one in return. It is a really good trading heavy, if that makes sense. So that's what the VK leads into. The VK will lead into the Panzer 7, and of course then the VK1000 will lead into the Maus / Tasserate, and then the Tiger 2 will lead into the E100. So you've got options there. But let's take a look at the premium variants. What have you got premium wise? Now bear in mind, okay, well, apparently Onslaught tokens got delivered. Okay, great, cool, thank you. What tanks do they have? I'll probably save up and get the Knocker's Panzer 105. There you go. That's what I'll save up for. Now, premium tank wise, what do you have on offer? You've got the standard Löwe, which again, if you've noticed, is the same turret design as the Panzer 7. Again, it's this egg-shaped turret design. Here we can take a look at the vehicle real quick. If we go to its armor profile, it has this egg-shaped design, as you can see. So from frontally, this thing can bounce a few shots at its tier. It really can, especially, I mean, this is considered being point blank range, but again, most heavy tanks at this tier 8 have the lower plate as a weakness. Side armor is it's a 100mm hull, which means this thing can side scrape, and a lot of people don't realize that. Löwes can side scrape, or Löwe, it can side scrape, but not many people realize that. And then you've got super heavies like the Mauernbrecher or the VK168. Mauernbrecher, VK168 is the same tank. Only difference is the Mauernbrecher gets a special skin, this thing, as well as the VK168 doesn't. But they are identical. They are absolutely identical. This thing is literally the Mauernbrecher, the Mauschen, but with the turret pointing forwards, linked more forwards than back. If you look at the tech tree real quick, where is it? Right here. If we look at the tech tree real quick, the Mauschen, the turret is pushed to the back, and it is extended forward because the engine bay has been moved from the rear to the forward compartment. Of course, you've got your machine gunner here and your driver here in this section, even though there's no driver's viewport, which makes absolute, I mean, yes, technically he's got this as a viewport, but that's not, you get what I'm saying. So yes, you do have two crew members in the front, and then you've got a bulkhead right here, engines right here, and then the open compartment in the rear back there. So it's an interesting design, mid-engine design, mid-engine rear turret. But the Mauernbrecher is basically the Mauschen just with the turret pushed forward. So take that with a pinch of salt. So you can get some fairly odd angles to shoot, is the word I'm looking for, because your turret is more forward than it is back. So if it was back, you'd have to expose all of this, your front, your side, because your turret's all the way at the back, especially if you're in an urban city environment and there's a building right here or a building right here. You have to literally stick out, get shot, maybe tracked or worse, just to get a shot in return. Or you could pull back, pop off, pull forward and side scrape. Again, this is the problem. So you've got either a medium, I wouldn't say this is a slow heavy, it's not. You've got a good heavy right here, you've got a super heavy here, which is quite slow, or you've got a hybrid in between. I would consider this more of a lighter side, on the lighter side, heavy, very similar to like an E50 Panther, or sorry, E50M Panther, but rebranded as a heavy. So take with that as you will. Now I am going to grab my crew out of, let's see, I've got a fairly good crew. This is my Mauschen. No, not them. So yeah, I'm going to take my crew out of my E75 real quick. The irony. Actually, no, I'll take them out of my E77. So we're going to go send to barracks. Why can't I just send all to barracks? Really? Got to send them all to barracks. Send to barracks. Send to barracks. Send to barracks. Fine by me. And then we go to our E75. And yes, I do have quite a lot of crew. I do have quite a lot of crew in barracks. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There we go. Nicely done. So now we've got a fairly decent crew. Again, this is what premium tanks are roughly designed for, is to level up crew. So if you've got a crew that's almost there, throw them in, have fun. And so we're going to whack on a few boosters too. So we'll take that with a pinch of salt. And then I've got to fix my audio settings real quick. 1 second, guys. Wait a moment, please. There we go. And then we're just going to hit straight to battle. And I'm doing a straight up live recording. As you can see, there's no real edits here or anything like that. So I had to explain your options as a premium tank player versus a tech tree tank player at this tier. You will see tier 10s, so get used to it, accept the challenge. So this is a tier 8 game, I believe it is, tier 8? Or is it tier 9? That's tier 8. So we've got a tier 8 game. Now, our enemies have IS-6s, TS-54s, and a Type 57. Okay. And, of course, a bunch of Ares. Now, you're going to see the Ares tanks because they're the newest tanks here. I do have an Ares on my North American account. I don't have it here on the EU account. And the EU account is now my primary account. So, is what it is, guys. So, we're going to take it with a pinch of salt. All right, so, humanity, next step in evolution. That's a custom voice pack mod that is Max von Krieger from the Hyperion event. I do like his voice. I do like the voice actor's voice in general. I do believe he's done a few Audible books as well. At least I think his voice sounds very familiar to me. I love listening to Warhammer 40,000 audiobooks. I'm currently going through the Talon of Horus and the Black Legion. Right, so we've got one Area 75 that's gone south. Okay, our Boshelli on 12T. We're going to see what he lights up. And I'm going to preemptively tap the 2 key. I've not added it yet. Okay, there's a Type 57. Can we possibly know? Alright, so we bounced one shot. That was a rushed shot on his part. That was a rushed shot on his part. Right, there's no artillery here, so that's good. Okay, so there's a Vipera on point. Object 274. Brave. Okay, I'm lit. Okay, no shot from the Vipera. Okay, 335, not too bad. Our average roll is 360. So we did 1% low roll on that T50 TS54. And that's fine. Let it low roll. Okay. IS-6. Okay, we traded one. We traded there, but he high rolled because he's got the bigger gun. Okay. Now again, I've preemptively loaded the 2 key here, so I can swap it out. I'm going to go back to my regular ammo. Okay, IS-6 is moved position. Okay, we didn't penetrate out. Vipera's got us on our motor. So we're going to tap our 4 key. Again, I'm going to try and side scrape and bait out another shot from the VIP. Is he there? No, he's not there. Okay, it's... Alright. Okay, IS is gone. And... lower plate. But we did take one from the TS54. Okay, ISU's been lit. Okay, Vipera's back over there. Again, I snapped one over there on the off chance that I can do something. Would be nice if our guys actually pulled out, especially that conceiver. But, okay, Vipera's lit now. Got his lower plate. Bounced him. Okay, yeah, he's an auto. He's the auto loader version, so I'm not going to dart out like that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off now. Okay, Type 57's pulled up higher. Oh, don't have the horsepower to get up that way. Even with a turbo, you just don't have it. Okay, Barusk's going in. There's one. There's two. Okay, he's gone. I'm lit. It's that Vipera I'm worried about because he's going to be aiming for me. Nice, nice, nice. Just how we drew it up. That's good, that's good. Okay, so Vipera's going to be thinking, great, I'm going to get Zerg rushed now, which he is. Now we have tapped the 2 key. Got to be careful. And nice. Going back to our single key now because it's only like armored mediums and a ISU left. Again, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now, we did do some bad trades. I'm not going to lie. Again, we always want to learn from our mistakes. I did do some bad trades there. That Vipera poked me a couple of times, so hats off to that Vipera. Hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you. You know? Hats off to you, mister. Now, I'm not worried about the eye, because like I said, the ISU's already dead. The Brusk's gone in the right spot, which means he's gone up higher, so he's got higher elevation, clearer view of shots on that CS. But that CS is about to get deleted by the E75. Oh, no, we lost the night. Oh, he's got 2 kills. There we go. GG. Nicely done, nicely done. That wasn't a bad first game. Again, as I was saying to you, we was trying to do some decent angling. Matchmaker didn't necessarily screw us. Let's be honest here. Matchmaker didn't necessarily screw us. I lost some really bad trades, so that mistake was on me. Okay, that was on me. Wasn't on anyone else. Wasn't on my teammates or anything else. It was on me. I made some mistakes there. Okay, I could have done some more smarter trades, hit points wise, but is what it is. Okay, so we walked away with a 3rd class badge. Okay, and we walked away with Spartan. And then we walked away with Fire for Effect. 200,000 credits, 3,000 EXP. We're going to hit and apply, because why not? 6,000 EXP. Take a look at our mission progression. Win, win, win. Excellent, excellent. All the accolades, all the whatevers. Wonderful, wunderbar. And then let's take a look at the funds. Now, we did get 95,000 credits for completing a specific mission, as you can see here in the breakdown. And so take that with a pinch of salt. So we was going to clear about 60k on average. So let's see, 95 away from that. So we cleared 80, 70, 79, 80k with 20k going into our vault along with 7 gold. So I ain't going to grumble at that. I'm not. We are running a premium account here. Premium account, premium tank with boosters. So please understand, we're min-maxing. Now, guaranteed, I don't have my clan boosters going or anything like that. But the point is, you're getting to understand how this tank works. And so that's game 1. Let's do game 2. Again, I'm doing this off the cuff. There's going to be 0 editing. If I die, I die. And point is, guys, I'm trying to do more raw style tank reviews for you guys, especially here on YouTube, so that when I do play the tanks, you get it from an honest, non-biased point of view. Yes, I am a German main on the EU, but I'm an American main on the North American server. Okay, so please understand, I main both an allied nation and an Axis nation, and there's a reason why. It's because I was looking for a balance between the two. Because if I mained America on the NA server and I mained America on the EU server, I'm more skewed to one side. So when I do get a tank review of an Axis tank, I'm going to be kind of skewed, but this way I'm not, because they balance each other out. I do have an E75 video coming out soon. I'm just editing some of the replays on that. The reason why is because there was, at the time of recording, I was really, really sick with a stomach bug. And so 9 times out of 10, I ended up having to scoot up, run out, and void my bowels, if you will. And that's not good for a video review. So I will be editing that or re-recording that E75 because I just wasn't happy with it. Not the tank or whatnot. I just wasn't happy personally. It was a personal I'm not happy with this. And if I'm not happy with content I'm recording, as you can see, I just don't upload it. But this video, I feel I'm going to upload it in its entirety, with the exception if the audio is clear and crisp and, you know, there's no issues. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to... There you go. So we've got an E75 lit down south. Okay, I did get lit, so that tells me that there is something along those ridge lines. So here, possibly back there. Okay. ELC Evil 90's been lit. Again. That's the Zweiling. Okay, that is the heavy tank I want, is the Zweiling. Yeah, see? Okay, so he's gone for my optics. Yeah. There's only so much I can do here. Yeah. That Zweiling's just going to take me apart. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I'm literally saying I need help. And there's only so much I can do. Because like I said, I need help. I'm not going to hold this corner. I can't hold this corner by myself. Alright. So he took a hit. He took a hit. Can I sneak one in? Okay, he's gone. Okay, I snuck that in. So we got rid of one. Again, I'm going to try avoid tapping the 2 key, because I'm trying to save credits. Again, this is a premium tank. Okay, that's the tank I want, is the E75 Zweiling. Unfortunately, I don't know when it went up for sale. Chimera. He's not going to peek. Okay, Type 67's managed to sneak in. I've taken a beating. Okay, there, yeah, Ares 75's going to pick him off again. Okay, there's Wheeling's just going to sit there. All right, so they have lost a light tank. But they haven't lost the other. The other is on this side. Okay, I see that they're pushing field. Our XM is trying to and get a shot on that STA2. Okay, my shot just whizzed over him. I really wish our Progetto would actually do something, but he's not going to. Again, this is the problem when you've got tanks that refuse to push or know their place, their spot, you name it. All right. Yeah, see, our Progetto is just going to get picked off. Yep, see, told you. Picked off. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. There's nothing we can do. It's too late. It's too late. It's absolutely too late. Too late. It's too late. Stop. Stop. We got screwed over. Okay? We got screwed over. Literally, what screwed us was that fucking Peugeot failing to do his damn job. You're a medium tank. Don't sit on your ass thinking you're a tank destroyer, alright? You're not. You're a fucking medium tank. God damn it. Tapping the 2 key. It's all I can do. Walk point. Aggravate him. Yeah, it's all I could do. It's all I could do. You're as good as dead, mate. You're all as good as dead because you just sat there and did nothing. CS53, you're as good as dead. Again, dead, 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 dead. Why? Because you're sitting there. You're a fucking medium tank. You have mobility. But no, sorry. Now what you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Frenchie? You doing what you do? He's doing what French tanks do best. Run away! Run away! White flag! White flag! Surrender! Surrender! That's all he's doing. You're doing what French tanks do best. Because you got fuck all view range. Because if you had view range, you would have lit them up already. But you didn't. You haven't. Because you've got fuck all view range. Because your crew is shit. See? Pantera's going to come in and clip you out. Wait for it. Oh, wow. You tracked him. Congratulations. You ain't got the gun depression. You ain't got the gun depression. Why are you auto-locking? Told you. Told you. That would be the Peugeot 46. It's over. It's over. You've got no view range. It's over. Get a better crew. It's over. It's over because you're a chicken shit. It's over. Dipshit. It's over. They're just going to come up from behind you while the Chimera's picking at you. You're in a pincer minute. See? You're over. You're dead. Bye. Bye, Billy Batson. Yeah, and what did I call it? I told you it was a Peugeot. I told you it was a Peugeot, didn't I? And what's sniping at him right now is the STA2. Told you. I frigging called it before I called it. And I'm the only... Seriously. Again, I called it before I called it. I called it before I called it. That piece of shit French tank has no view range. Has none. Even with optics and a maxed crew skill, your view range is maxed out at 440. You do not have view range. You are a support medium. So, support. Don't sit on your ass and expect the enemy to come to you. You've got to go to them. Okay? Medium tanks have one key feature. Mobility. Use it. Don't sit on your ass and do nothing with it. Use your friggin' mobility. That's all I can say. Use it. Don't abuse it. Alright, so. We've got a mission. Destroy 3 enemy vehicles. Alright. So I could push up north, but that would severely handicap our BZ-166s. And they do have an IS-3A. That VK-01, plenty of hit points. What's my average pen? Is it at 220 or more? Oh, that is too low pen for main ammo. But it's fine for mediums. Alright, so what I'm going to do is there's a little spot I like to go to to start off with. Yeah, boost away, boost to your deaths. Go ahead. Go on. Seriously, boost to your deaths. You are literally hurrying up to wait. Okay, so there's E75. See, he's smart because he's a support medium. He's going to stand there, tracks this enemy stationary, or he's going to try and pick off a light tank that's going to bum rush down the middle. Because there's always light tanks. There you go. See, he's spotted the arties. Now, I'm going to switch. Yeah, I switched to HE for that one. All right. Nothing there. No shots. Let's move on. All right, so there's a Kalana gone down south, the 166 gone up high. Okay, and then there's Celadon. All right, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. See, this BZ's not exactly the smartest. Okay, he's took that like a pro. Cool, whatever. Bro, don't block me. Okay, couldn't pen him. All right, unfortunately we've lost. All right, so I'm going to rush down here. Ares is going to go in. There's one. Nice. There's that one. I got you, bro. Come on. Right. He's done. Gonna have to tap my 2 key for this one. That's fine by me. Come on, baby. Come on, 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 come on. Okay, bounced him. Yeah, see, he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Another one. No, 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 dude. Bro. That's 2. Okay. Okay, ISU's gone right down the bloody middle. I've got a 30 coming up behind me. Right, I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing. No, 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 no. That's suicide. I'm walking right into their teeth. Right, I'm going to come back around. I wouldn't. I'm going to swap back to my regular rounds. Okay, this is an interesting game. I'm not going to lie. This is a much better game than what we had. Alright. Okay. My reload's a lot faster than his. Got him. He's dead. So now this TD's not going to push. Because he knows if he comes around this corner, I'm just going to light him up. Right, so the Kira's moved. Alright, nope, they're pushing. They're going to counter push that 30. fuck's sake! You blind piece of shit! Come on, Artie. Come on, Artie. Of course, an AMX CDC is hiding. Why? Right there, you blind twat. Again, this would have been a good game if we didn't have bloody base campers. Jesus. See, it's over. It's over because this... I'm sorry, but... What is our light tank doing? You know, good luck, mate, but you're a bot. Sorry, but CDC's a bot. Look at him. I wouldn't. Honestly, I would go after the heavies. I would go after that IS3A and that BZ because he could definitely clip them out. And that's 2 heavies out the match. Let's see. This CDC's like sacre bleu, sacre bleu, sacre bleu, sacre bleu, sacre bleu. You've got no armor, bro. Just admit it. You got speed. You got Dude, what the fuck are you? You're dead, mate. You're in a pincer. You're in a pincer. You're in a pincer. He's coming to your left. Your left. Left. There you go. Look, there he is. And then out of nowhere... Oh, look. GG. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Called it. Called it. Like, seriously. If this light tank picks off all the weak, low hit point tanks first, he could do this. But he's got to be smart about it. No. No. What are you doing? What are you looking at? Go for the one. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're as good as dead. You're as good as dead. You're as good as dead. Shoot the Go for the fucking Progetto. Oh my god. Oh my god. He literally could have cleaned up if he was just... Welcome to World of Tanks in 2026. Wargaming, please add an IQ test. Because it's clear these players like this just don't know what they're doing. Okay, cool. And on that horrible loss, okay, I genuinely don't care. I just, again, Wargaming, fix your fucking UI. Alright? So we walked away with Brute, that's, yeah, 5 for effect. That is Master Gunner and Sniper. Sharpshooter, sorry. And we walked away financially with 103,000 credits. Again, mostly because I tried to avoid tapping the 2 key. So I'm going to take that. That was on a loss, guys. So if you want to make credits, you take the Lerva and get the E75 TS. These guys are really good credit makers for the German faction. German tech tree, whatever you want to call it. Of course, there are alternatives as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go premium vehicles. And so these are some of your alternatives from different factions. We've seen how the German tank plays. We see how it plays. We see that when it comes up against the E75 Zweiland, it just doesn't cut it because that's just a Tiger 2 with 2 guns and is absolutely a terror on the battlefield. You've got the trusty but old KV5. Again, good credit maker, but it has too many weaknesses. Weakness 1, weakness 2, weakness 3. So this is why a lot of players end up driving at you, showing you their bum. Go freaking figure. Another good alternative for the American tech tree is you've got the T34. I got this from the previous drops event, so I got it for free. But normally this is about 29, 30 pounds, or about 33, 35 euro if you're in the EU, or in America it is $34 and change, I believe. Then you've got the T26 E5. This is a Pershing, but it's rebranded as a heavy. It's a good little tank, good trolley armor, and the 90mm gun can be trollish itself. And of course, you've got the Gonzalo. This is not the auto loader version. This is the single shot version. Out on the outward appeal, on the outward look, they look identical. So play with that to your opponent's questioning. What I've done a lot of the times is shot, turned around, backed off. There, while I'm reloading my main shot, they think I'm reloading the full 45 something seconds. They would come darting around the corner, blammo, right in the face, 450, even up to 500 alpha, and 9 times out of 10 they're just like, you what? And then they've realized, oh god, no, you're not the auto loader, and it's too late. You can usually farm them or track them, do damage, and let your teammates farm them. But again, this tank definitely needs vert stabs really, really badly. Then you got the Project Iron, which is the T56 on the I think it's the Czech tech tree. A good tank. This is the Ion version from the kit from the loot boxes. So it's but they played the same. Just this one's got a different look to it. And then of course you've got the 56 TP. This tank is, I have a love-hate relationship with this tank. I play it very rarely, but it is a fun tank to play sometimes. So you do have alternative tier 8 heavy tank, or alternatives depending on what nation you play, what your play style is as well. If you like the super heavies, you can get the Malin Breaker, you can get the VK168. A lot of people say, don't, it's crap, blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, okay? I can, from the games that I just showed you, I could rightfully say that the E75 is shit, because I won 1 and I lost 2 on an average of 1 out of 3. You know, you would say that the tank's shit. It's not necessarily the tank. It's a mixture of the tank, the matchmaker. It's all RNG based. I fundamentally enjoy German armor. I love the look, the feel, how it makes me feel. I genuinely feel unstoppable when I'm in certain German tanks. And yes, I do have quite a lot of German vehicles. I'm not going to lie. I don't hide that fact. I have quite a lot of German vehicles. In fact, here, I have quite a lot. I've even got some German vehicles that I've not even taken out or play tested or done anything with yet. But I will be. And there are just certain German tanks that you just feel invulnerable in. Case in point, Tiger Mouse. I know on paper it sucks, but I don't care. When I'm in my Tiger Mouse, I genuinely play better because I'm in a different state of mind. My E100, again, I'm going to be doing Onslaught in 16 minutes. And I'm going to be taking my Yagi or my E100. Why? Because I just have a different state of mind. Jagdpanther 2. I prefer the Jagdpanther 2 over the Jagdpanther, but I have them both. I prefer the Scorpion over the Steyr-Waffenträger. Steyr-Waffenträger just goes too slow. The gun does fire fast, but it doesn't have enough alpha, for my honest opinion. So I use this as a support tank destroyer. I will try to aim for the tracks or specific, or even try and set an enemy tank on fire while my teammates get the kills. Then I got my Yagi E90. This thing just blows my mind. I keep thinking I want to play it like a regular Yagi E100, which is my Yagi E100. I don't bother sniping. I will get in your face. I will brawl with you. I treat my Yagi E100 like it is a caseless heavy tank. But my Yagi E90 benefits from sniping. So I tried to do this whole balance thing where I'm sniping with the Yagi E90 but brawling with the Yagi E100. And then let's take a look at artillery. I prefer the GW Panther over any other artillery piece in the entire German tech tree. And there's a reason why. It's not because it's just a Panther and it's fast and it's mobile and it's agile, because it is. It has to do with the fact that it has a turret. So certain gunnery skills kick in. Case in point, snapshot kicks in. Case in point, quick aiming kicks in. It doesn't do that with the other artillery pieces. Okay, so an artillery piece like this Tiger P, its gun arc is here to here. It doesn't seem like much up close, but from far away, that is the difference between one side of a map to the other. Okay, so take that into account when it comes to this thing that has a damn near full-on 90-degree rotating turret this way and a full-on 90-degree damn rotating turret this way. I don't have to move. I choose to move. So I shoot, I move, I shoot, I move, I shoot, I move. Because if you remain stationary, enemy artillery will counter battery you. And GG finito. Done and dusted. But point is, when it comes down to it, I absolutely have always wanted the E75 TS when it went on sale first time around years ago. I wanted it then, and now I've got it. I am not disappointed. I would like to see a little bit more penetration on the base shells, maybe 230, 235 would be more of a balance factor for this thing than anything else. I mean, if it gets preferential matchmaker and I never see tier 10s, you know, and I don't see tier 10s, I just see tier 9s, I'll accept that. But even then, still 230 is the bare minimum you should have fighting tier 9s. If you do not have 230, don't bother fighting. Not frontally, not even from the side, as you saw. As you saw, it was going from green to yellow with my base shells looking at my tier 8 tech tree counterpart. This thing. Okay, and let's take a look at its armor profile real quick, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, take a look. 130. Okay, now bear in mind, this is considered point blank range. Okay, so if I was to aim up here, no. But because I aimed here, by the way, the ammo rack is here. The ammo rack is also on this side. And there's also a small contingency of ammo back here. But there's also a fuel tank here. So there's a high chance you're going to get a fire more than an ammo rack. But point is, there's a reason why I picked the spots I shot at in this E75. And that's because I wanted to... because if I aimed down here, there's absolutely no way I was going to get any kind of damage done. None. It's 240. My shell wouldn't have done anything because the screen, the chassis, and then the hull, and then because the screen is spaced armor. So there's 100mm spaced armor, so HE would do nothing. Even if I shot a VK with a Hawk 30's HE shell, which is quite... Now, bear in mind, this is a little secret that most Hawk 30 players don't want you to know. The HE shell on a Hawk 30, yeah, has 102mm of penetration. I'll say that again. 102mm of penetration on a HE shell. There's a reason why I carry more HE than I do gold rounds in a Hawk 30. Because I will pen your engine deck. I will pen... I can even prove it. I can go to... Again, let's go to an E100. Let's take a look at its armor profile again real quick. Okay? So, side on, take a look. If I'm higher than you, I'm tapping my HE shell, bop, 300, bop, 350, bop, 350, bop, 350, bop, 350. I am doing damage as if I'm a medium tank using my HE shells, which is the cheapest shells that tank fires, yeah? And HE doesn't have to normalize. So take out the 30mm angling, etc., etc. You can take... Heck, I can pen up here. I can pen here. So if I'm above an E100, I'm aiming here, here, or here. The flat parts. And I'm penning. The rear. Okay? Yeah. Am I going to pen? No. Okay? 150. You got to understand. Okay? From the front, I really can't do much. But my actual regular AP round can get through the lower plate of an E100. Again, I can sit here and complain about adding in broken tanks like these new Ares line of vehicles, okay? But these new Ares type of vehicles are just forcing players to adjust their playstyle. And those players who don't adjust their playstyle will die. They will die every time. They will then piss, moan, and complain and say that the Ares series of tanks are broken. And they are right. Wargaming, they are going to take a look at these Ares vehicles. They have to. But when they do add a new tank line to a game, you have to ask yourself as a player, what is going to make me a better player? What is going to make me improve on the battlefield? And that's what you need to do. You need to stop and think. Stop complaining. I mean, yes, complain all you want. Okay, sometimes a complaint is valid. But then sometimes you got to say to yourself, maybe this is more of a challenge for me to improve and become a better player. You can blame a game, but only so much. If you yourself don't change, if you yourself don't evolve, if you yourself don't grow, if you yourself don't take into account that my tank's amazing at side scraping. I've got, you know, they've only got a 75mm gun. I think it's a 90mm gun, but it's not double your side armor caliber, armor thickness. Side scrape. Let them waste their shells. Let them build up their heat. And once they've built up a certain amount of heat, pop out, shoot them once, go back in. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Yes, if there's a wolf pack of them, that's going to suck. So my advice would be max out the platoons to a maximum of 2. Same like what you do with light tanks. You only allow 1 light tank, only allow 1 Ares. That would be a balance factor. I'm sorry, but that would be a balance factor. All right, so our last game is on Malinovka or Kampanovka, however you want to put it. So yes, I will be going hill. No ands, no ifs, no buts. I will be going hill. I'm not... See, now if I was in a faster tank, I would probably, like a medium, I'd probably, or a heavy armored medium, like an E50M, I would go down that route, but I'm not. So I am going to go uphill. So I'm just going to let people know I'm going hill. Now, again, this tank does... Now, bear in mind, my crew are very skilled. This is from my my actual E75 crew that I also put into my E77 because I enjoy the E77. So they are used to... So the fact that this tank maxes out at 40 kilometers on... Now, this is relatively soft terrain. It's not hard terrain. Like, I'm going across a field now. 45. Okay, there's a T103 that's lit. Not within my range. Don't care. Not my thing. I will be heading to that hill. I've got an Emil coming with me. Okay, and the Type 57. So, again, we're going to lose some speed. Okay, Bulldog is out in the open. Why is that Bulldog not getting clipped? Okay, so we've got an Ares 75 and some heavies coming this way. That's good. Okay, our ELC even 90's trying to keep that Bulldog. And Bulldog clipped him out. Okay, I am now lit. So that tells me they've got a tank there. Okay. So I'm on the hill. Now I've got to be careful. Alright, so there's definitely something up here. Or it's the ELC that's lit me. It could be an Ares. Again, this is why I'm angling. This is why I'm angling. Alright, so it was an Ares. Okay, like I said, here we go. Apparently I bounced off the side of an Ares 75. Too late. Where were you even aiming, bro? Would be not... Again, do you see what I'm saying? This is why... They're going... Yeah, they're going to wolf pack us. Would be nice. Would be nice. Would be nice. Again, this is what I was telling you about wargaming. You think that this is okay. You think that that is fun. Blind. They're all blind. They're all blind. It's too late. They're all blind. You've given them 90% of the map. It's over. And RRE doesn't... RRE can't even hit the side of a bloody barn point blank. Okay, let's be honest. Okay? Do you genuinely think wargaming that was fun? Do you? Because the idea... The premise and idea of a video game is to have fun. That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun for me as a player, and I can guarantee you that wasn't fun for anyone else. It's not going to be fun for anyone else. Bloody cap. Just cap. 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 There's 3 of you. Cap. Cap. Jesus fucking Christ. Cap. We've got an Ares 75 that's literally just sitting at the base doing nothing. This twit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Absolutely nothing. You're a bloody bot. I light tank. Absolute bloody bot. Please tell me again. What are you going to do? Nothing, see? You're pathetic. Just bloody cap. Just bloody cap. You have a... Oh my God. Just... You're perma-lit by the ELC. Because you failed as a light tank to actually shoot at other fucking light... What? Why? Just why? What? Why? Why? You do realise that they've now left the hill and are on their way back to base. See? Told you. You should have capped. How did you miss that? This is a joke, right? This you're trolling me, bro, right? Now what? You can't see him. What do I do? What do I shoot, you muppet? That was a low roll, and he's just gonna clip you out now. Bye bye. Bye bye. It's over. Why have you got a fucking camo cloak on that? You're dead. You're dead because you didn't fucking... Seriously. The game would have been over by now if you just fucking capped. It's over. It's over because you failed to bloody cap. Those two TDs and that ELC even 90 are going to just, yeah, there you go. There's the Wolfhound. Is anyone going to shoot? Anyone going to shoot? No. This is over. I don't know how the red team lost this. There you go. See, their Artie knows what he's fucking doing. Our Artie can't even hit the broadside of a barn from the inside. Right, so kills taken, but guess what? Do not push. They're going to be waiting for you all along there. Watch. Watch. Okay. Oh, bye, Scorp G. Bye. Clip, 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 clip. Dead. Told you. Told you. Nothing. Nothing. There's the ELC 90. That's their eyes. There's their RE. You need to focus on the. You need to focus on the light tank. There you go. Okay, he's got a dead driver. Because the ELC is going to keep you lit up for that Area 75 and that Cobra. There you go. Boom. You don't get it, do you? Now, if that area... Again, that Ares is going to go for the cap. Ares is going to flank. Come on. ELC's booked it. Because if he hadn't, honestly, this Swedish medium tank would have been lit by now. So they've left. They're going after the Artie. Okay, or not. There's the Ares. In a defensive position. Interesting. Pop, 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 pop. There goes the light tank. So we've got no eyes now. What you doing? Just take a few hits, dude. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Light tank's gone. Just cap. You ain't catching him. Just cap. Just cap. Just cap. You ain't catching him. Just cap. You ain't catching no crackhead. EOC 90 is a crackhead. You ain't catching no... There he is, see? Why did he remain stationary? You ain't catching no crackhead. He's gone. You're never gonna catch me. See you again next year. You're never gonna catch an ELC even though you're not in an Area 75. I don't give a shit. You ain't catching him. You ain't catching that crackhead. You ain't catching that crackhead. What did you stay there, dude? What the hell, bruh? I would load HE for that. You can kill an ELC 90 with HE. that was just insanity. That was just insanity. Like, what the hell? What was that ELC 90 doing? Oh my god. I don't know how they lost that. They had that bang to rights. And I mean that. They had that match bang to rights. I have no idea how. Fly. I have no idea. Now I know I didn't make much money. Okay, 50k, I'll take that. But I have no idea, none, no idea whatsoever how they walked away from that. Okay, so we're gonna whack on our first field mod. We'll take it. There's our first field mod. Again, field mods for the E75 is definitely gonna be this. Then it's gonna be this. Then it's gonna be. No, we'll go with view range because overall the tank does suffer from a view range issue with only 430 view range. So, and then maxed out, we're looking at 1,670 hit points. So I'll take that. Our aim time does go up a little bit higher, but our dispersion does go down with our current crew and equipment selected. So, and bear in mind, these aren't maxed out. So I could go ahead and max this out for the 200, is it 200 and, yeah, 3 million credits, max that out, 3 million credits, max that out, and it'll be a different story. We could also add in either a ramming, and that'll bump up our alpha to 2.3, or we could go with a stabilizer that will overall just help our firepower, keep our bloom down so we can aim a little bit quicker. The aim time is still going to be there of 2.3 seconds, but the bloom is going to be where it is so we can snap our shots a lot quicker. And where we're an assault heavy, you're going to want to snap your shots. So this is why, if you look, the majority of my gunner does have snapshot. I do need to get rid of armorer. See, again, everyone thinks the armorer is the better, like right here. Minimum potential damage on a and penetration value. You want to go with is it armorer? Yeah, it's armorer, because there used to be because loader will get yeah, there you go. Loader will get ammo tuning. That will help. I genuinely think with the base shells, as you can see, our pen goes up to 230. That will help overall. But because we are a close, again, we are a brawler, you want to go with close combat, which is what I do with most of my super heavies, because that's all they are, is brawlers. Perfect charge is good if you've got a sniper medium or a sniper or a light tank that has really good overall accuracy. Don't want it in a super heavy like this. You don't want that. So next skill up from this will be ammo tuning. So that will help overall pen. Radio operator, you could go with side by side again, especially if you're in platoons. That will help overall. But again, this is with situational awareness as well as recon. Our view range is still only 421. This tank does not fundamentally get a lot of view range, so you have to take that into account. And so if you do come across an E75 and you're about 350, 400 meter range, you can shoot freely at it, especially if you're a sniper tank destroyer or a sniper medium, and know that it's not going to spot you. So take that with a pinch of salt. This thing does suffer at range. And of course, we've got ourselves an engineer to help smooth ride and controlled impact, because I do like to ram in my super heavies just for the lulz. When an IS-7 thinks it knows what it's doing, and I counter it in my E77. And yes, I have ram killed IS-3s in my E77 just for the lulz. I think I rammed an rammed an IS-3 in my E77 for like 800 and something damage, and then shot him for 400, and he was just dead. Just dead. The guy just gave up. You could spot that he was just like, hello, darkness, my old friend. He just gave up. So, again, crew skills do matter. Again, we've got concentration to help with, sniping in general, to get that down even quicker. So this is why I'm not worried about certain things. But right now, we're just going to work on getting these field modifications. So again, for the field mods, we're going to go with this one, then this one, and then we're going to go with this one to help with view range. So view range goes up, traverse goes up, health goes up. Our aim time does slightly increase, but we can take that with a pinch of salt. And overall, we will get a much better breakthrough heavy tank. So many retrospects. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get back into doing tank reviews. If you want me to review a specific tank in World of Tanks, please leave a comment in the comment section. And if it gets enough votes, I will look at it and start trying to do a video review. Again, this is going to be a long one. It's an unedited video review. So please understand, I'm not chopping and changing it. If you have the attention span of a mosquito, I can't help you with that. But if you sit down and truly want to learn about a tank, I hope this video helped. Anyway, guys, till then, take care, keep yourselves flying, keep your enemies dying. Your Cobra Commander is out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.